Hello everyone, and welcome to the Better Late Than Never News, where the VR news is either old, new, or up and coming. No matter how, it's served fresh here tonight. Let's embark on this immersive journey together with your fabulous host, CreeperBettyVR.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Better Late Than Never News. I'm CreeperBettyVR, as Andrew stated, and I will be your host for tonight's show. Well, let's get started, shall we? I actually wasn't too sure what I was going to do this week, so I am recording this today, praying that it will come out. First of all, happy Labor Day weekend for those who are in the States. I hope you have something wonderful planned this weekend. Didn't know really what I was going to talk about. I woke up Friday and I was like, oh, we'll just talk about all of these things. Well, it's Friday and my show is on Saturday, so therefore I am recording this today, Saturday. Hoping that it will get out to you guys. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and get this thing going. First thing I would like to talk about is Glassbreakers Champions of Moss by PolyArc, and it was released August 29th, so just a couple of days ago. I did play this game for probably a couple of hours. The visuals were beautiful. The mechanics in the games, the UI was very easy to maneuver. It's really satisfying. I love it. As for the gameplay, I don't know, maybe it's just not my cup of tea. The game is free to download and it has in-game purchases like a mobile app, so you can buy a starter pack for $4.99 or the founder packs for $14.99. If you really like this type of game, then I would suggest going ahead and getting the founders pack for $14.99 because you're going to get some extra coins and gems, and therefore you can get more champions. Right now it's very difficult to collect gems and coins for the new champions that they have. The next thing I wanted to talk about is I Expect You to Die 3. I know I've talked about this already, but I don't want to talk about the game. I actually just want to talk about the intro. Let's just relish for a minute with this video. The song is sick and the video really ties it all together. In my opinion, it's one of the best intros of any VR game out there. It gives me chills when I listen to her sing. Does anybody else out there think this is the sickest thing ever? The words are so inspiring, actually. Good job, I Expect You to Die, because I really enjoy that intro. So the next thing I want to talk about is Firewall Ultra. Oh, really? Everybody else has been talking about it for the past week. To be honest, I wrote a 3-paragraph talk about Firewall. I just went ahead and, kiboshed that because they did release an update yesterday and I did hop in and we all had fun. Multiplayer is working. I didn't use the ADS. It felt much better not using the ADS this time around. It was a lot better. Thumbs up to that. Definitely hopping into that this weekend. The key note that we have to take away here, 2 words: transparent communication. That's all it takes. Just be transparent. A really good example of transparent communication is Combat Waffle Ghosts of Tabor. There's a video that Z-Storm did, and I'm going to show you that right now about transparent communication. Let's watch this video.
We understand that there's many players waiting for releases on other platforms, and I get it. These are 2 of the greatest VR headsets in existence. However, as many of you know, in this day and age, so many companies are releasing half-baked games loaded with bugs, and we refuse to follow in those same footsteps. We know our game also has bugs and issues, and just throwing more platforms into that fire without squashing what we already have just wouldn't be fair to you guys. This is why we're pushing the release date for other platforms back until 2024. I'll be honest, we don't have a date or quarter right now, but I can assure you that this team is busting their backs day in and day out to make the best VR shooter that you are ever going to play. We're going to continue to be transparent and listen to the community feedback. Just make sure to follow our socials if you want to be kept in the loop. And maybe even feel free to join the monthly Discord AMAs where you can hop up on stage and ask the Combat Waffle team directly any question that you want. Thanks again everyone for your continued support. Seriously, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
So this is a good example of transparent communication that comes from Combat Waffle. This is in beta and it's always forever changing, which is perfectly fine. So there are no surprises. It's still fun. It's playable. and it's addictive. It's just one of those games that you know there's gonna be jank, but you still love it, and they have a giant fan base too. And none of them are disappointed. All the fans are happy. So speaking of Ghost of Tabor, they actually had an update on August 31st. I did hop in and I checked it out, and here are some of the features that were in the update. They added a new UI to the main terminal. Some feature items are a new way to add teammates with easy buttons on the front of the play screen. There is now day and night mode. Woohoo! Easy access to deployment and training buttons. Nice big red disclaimer bar stating that the game is in beta. If Combat Wolf can find a spot to post this type of information, they will do it. There's a cute little notification bell where game invites will be, a message center that contains internal messages about important updates to the game, a contact list where you will find lists of friends, friends requested receive, and friend limits up to 100 friends. So they added a friend limit. You can only have up to 100 friends. Mission. Current missions are on the right, nicely laid out, and then the new missions are on the left with all the definitions displayed. All the vendors are on the top, and this is a really, really nice setup compared to the last UI. Very nice. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and check out the night mode on the island. I don't have NVG, so I went with nothing. I went in bare naked because I did not know what I was going to expect. And man, let me tell you, it was dark. I couldn't get over it. The tents are lit up so you can get some light, but not the safest place to be without your NVG. I did forget to mention they did add new helmets and armor and remove the nerd ports of the arms. I feel completely human now. And we also got new skins.
Oh, look at you.
You.
Look at you.
Good.
Dang, Gina, where'd you get them strings?
There was another little thing that they added as well, but I don't think I'm gonna spoil that surprise for you. I'm just gonna say, I think the grow room's gonna open up soon. So go check out Tabor Market. And another thing that they added is friend making, kind of like friend making in Rec Room in Horizon. So basically, you walk up to the person while you are in the game to go shake their hand. You hold their hand for 3 seconds and this little ring appears and you now are in-game friends. The thing I have to laugh about on this is so many times that I have tried to make friends in this game and thought that we were pretty solid. The next thing I know, I've got all my loot and at the end I'm getting shot in the head. This has happened more than once. There are stories that you hear out there about me shooting people, and this is the reason why. I trust no one.
No one at all.
So if you want to be friends with me in Ghost of Tabor, and I have a gun pointed to your pumpkin, you better push all the right buttons, otherwise you're going to end up like this guy.
What you got in the box, Betty?
No one will ever know.
Betty. Oh my God.
Betty's gonna have some pumpkin pie. One more thing I'd like to mention is on our compass, when you go to exfil, it now tells you what exfil it is. So if it's docks or garage, it's gonna show you where the location's going to be. The next thing I wanna talk about is Horizon World. As some of you know, I work for Cluj Interactive, and now I can actually tell you exactly what I've been doing. Cluj Interactive partnered up with Meta to build video games and experiences within Horizon Worlds. I can't tell you exactly what I've been doing, but I've been in there for a year, and let me tell you, there is some amazing worlds inside Horizon. And here are just a few of them. I was thinking about Halloween, it's coming up. I'm gonna add in a couple of horror rooms, thriller rooms, rooms that are really fun to go to and are pretty scary. The first world I would like to show you is Poltergeist fan art. The artist is Fried Death, and it is a horror genre. It's pretty good. There's a few jump scares. The next world is Wake Up. Artist Vash Spike 2000. It's a thriller. I will be showing a lot of Vash Spike 2000. His artwork is absolutely amazing, and I am a fan of him. If you're out there, Vash Spike 2000, come and knock on my door. Send me an email. I would love to talk to you. The next world, Invasion the City. This is an escape room with a really great feeling. The art is absolutely spot on gorgeous. The artist is Golden Hand 222. The next world is Katie Collection Art Gallery. This is one of the first rooms that I discovered, and it led me on to finding all these other rooms that I'm going to be talking about. But I highly suggest checking out this art gallery if you do love art. The next world, The Batman Who Laughs. Again, the artist is Vash Spike 2000. Well, guys, that's it for Horizon Worlds. On a side note, I did play some Green Hell. That was a lot of fun on my PSVR 2. I think that my agenda for this weekend will be playing some Green Hell, Ghost of Tabor, Firewall, more I Expect You to Die. I have a lot I want to play this weekend, and I'm pretty excited about it. Well, that's a wrap, you guys. That's episode 4. I can't thank you enough for swinging by and hanging out with me. I had a blast, as always. And I'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, same Betty. See you in virtual reality. Otherwise, you're going to end up being pumpkin pie. And, a few items have been added. And here are some of the updates that feature. There was one more thing that I wanted to add in. Betty's gonna have some pumpkin pie.